Can you hear me? I haven't used this in a while. Let me know if it's sound. It looks like the sound should be coming through. I don't know. Well, I'm glad you got a job and moved out of your parents and stuff. That's nice. Yeah. Well, my life hadn't been so good. It's been pretty fucked. That's why I hadn't been around. The reason I left, my mom was really sick. I had to put her in the hospital, and no, that's a whole nother bullshit. My mom died the 1st of July. And then right when I was supposed to have, like a week before, I was supposed to have my, not hearing, but it's like, shit, it's like informal with a mediator thing. And they called my lawyer and they're like, we need him to go see this eye doctor, right? Like literally the day before we're supposed to have the fucking meeting, right? And my mom was still alive, and I told her, I was like, yeah, like, I was hoping that my mom would live long enough to see like all that shit get fixed, but she didn't. Um, so then I had to go to this eye doctor, and the eye doctor didn't even know why I was there. I didn't know why I was there. So I don't fucking know. And then so I told my fucking lawyers, and like, because they like the day before he called, and they gave me a good number, more than I was expecting, like what he was thinking. But then my lawyer said, if we don't do this for them, they're not going to play ball. So I'm like, okay, fuck. If I kind of had to take their advice, and everything else is fucked. Because at this point, I knew Mama wasn't going to make it, most likely. Um, we had her in a nursing home. We were trying to get her better, but I think she kind of just gave up, and it was just too much, and she let things get way out of hand more than she should have. And I'm not trying to blame my mom. It's a scary thing, but I'm just saying, like, at some point, no matter what, one doctor said, "Oh, you could live another 10 years and all that," and I never expected that. And she was so weak, and so like I had to put her in the nursing home, which is the fucking thing that pissed me off more than anything, right? Because I think she wanted to die at home, but I thought, well, you're so bad, you gotta. I couldn't take care of her. Um, like I think one of the last videos I was on here making, and I had to leave in the middle because she fell down, and I couldn't like do anything for her. Like if she fell down and broke her hip or something, like something way worse, like she's gonna be suffering more. And so um, like like I said, she died the first, and I'm not trying to be, I'm still. But like that Monday, it was a Friday, was the first they called me. Like I knew because I went and seen her that day, and she wasn't really there anymore. But she told me she's like, I can't take it anymore. I want to do hospice. I'm tired. And so I basically talked to the people, and I was like, yes, we're just doing. I want pain management, and I think they gave her some stuff for like anxiety or something too. Um, it was fucking hard. I didn't even go see her after she died because I couldn't bring myself to see her because I didn't want to remember her like that. But it's kind of hard not to at this point. And then of course I had to get her cremated because I didn't have the money for a funeral. She said she didn't want a funeral, so um, tomorrow I'm going to go pick up her ashes because that week too, when all this other shit was happening, I caught COVID, and like for like 3 or 4 days, it was pretty rough. Like, I mean, I didn't think I was gonna die or nothing, but like I was like feeling like shit. Like I was sweat. I was like fever, had a bad headache, super sore throat, all this kind of shit, on top of everything else, right? Like having to go. Like I probably shouldn't even have went to the eye thing, but I was like, I can't fucking not go to this, right? Because they already pushed shit back and back and back. So like this is before I did the test, and my friend brought me a test, like, and I took the test, and I was like, yeah. So then like a week took them like a week because Fourth of July. I don't know how much you know about, like, it's a big holiday over here, so I don't know like when she got cremated and everything and all that. And then that was probably like a week after that they called me, and I was still kind of feeling. So I was like, I got COVID. It's like I was like, y'all, it's okay. Y'all keep the ashes and stuff for now, right? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. Come when you can. So I'm gonna go tomorrow and pick her up and get her the death certificate and all that shit. Um, so yeah, like I still got all I still haven't settled any cases yet, and it'll be almost a year. It's a week. In a week, it'll be a year from the wreck. But I'm not gonna put out the number that, like, this is the number he told me when I talked to him, because like they didn't talk numbers, which is fine with me because I'm kind of like, because a lot of lawyers and shit, that's like all they talk about. So I kind of was like, oh, this is stressing me out so much I started smoking again too. I'm trying to get back off of it, but it's everything's been so fucked up for me. And but like I said, the number that he said it's like it's gonna be like 5 times more than I was expecting to get. So if he can get me that, I'll be happy with that. Then I have to do the actual car accident itself, you know. I haven't. I almost went 2 years without smoking. And I broke down like I think it was the day when they called me and told me her ashes were ready. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's been fucking hard. Like I know everybody's got hard shit going on, but like this last like month or two, it's just been. And I'll tell you this. This might sound cold hearted or something, but it was actually easier that Mama died than what her in the nursing home and shit suffering. That was the absolute worst of it. Every night after I go see her, it was hard for me to go see her, you know. And well, you also gotta, like, you understand this a little bit. You live with your parent. Like I'll be 41 next month, but like most, like, for 39 and a half or more years, me and Mama lived together because she stayed with me, so it was easier on both of us, you know. So like it wasn't like some people like dating around their mom or don't see them. Like I was used to her being here, like all the time and everything. So it's because I talked to my one good friend about it because his mom had died last year, and he's like me now. He doesn't have any parents and nothing, but he's got like a wife and kids and shit. So, um, yeah, and it was. I mean, I'm glad. I guess like everything wasn't unsaid. I mean, it was hard because I'll be honest. When I knew mom was going to the hospital, I knew how bad she was going to be. I never expected her to come back home. I don't necessarily know if I thought she was going to die right away, but I just was thinking like I think that was why she was scared to go for so long. Um, and so that was some of the roughest part. But then like the doctor said, "Oh, this isn't for what she had was like he said this is treatable with this and we can probably and I think if she hadn't been so sick otherwise and like just had let it go down, maybe it would have worked a little bit better." Yeah, I mean, like I talked to my friend, like everybody has a similar like if you've had to deal with this, everybody has a similar state, but everybody's still a little bit different, because like I said, I was like, going to talk to him because he didn't live with his mom, and I lived with my mom, and we were together all the time and everything, and I was helping, I was taking care of her, but I could only do so much, and all that, but like knowing that she was gonna die was hard as fuck. But like seeing her in the in the position that she was in was the worst. So when she finally died, it was kind of like a relief. Like I don't believe in anything after this, but at the same time I don't believe like it's worth being around and just living in like pain and suffering and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if I even say some of this shit on it. Like I think people in those cases should have the right to end their life on their own terms. Like, and when you're in that certain situation. So yeah, that was just a hard, and yeah, and it's still hard. Like I said, I told the lady like, because the nurse would talk to me and everything. They were all most of them were pretty good people, but at the same time, I was in a place like that for 4 months or 3 months or how long it was. So I know how like bad it was, but at least I could still kind of get around and do stuff. She couldn't really do much. Well, I couldn't get around for a long time because I couldn't walk, but I could like move and grab stuff. She was so weak and sick. Like she had to rely on them like way more than I had to rely on them. And it was just hard like leaving her there, but like being there was also so killing me. And there's nothing you can do really. So the last day, like when I went and saw her, I guess she was like on the final thing, and they'd probably doped her up so good she was kind of out of it. And I don't know, she knew I was there. I told her I loved her and bye, and she did the best she could and all that. I couldn't be there when she passed. Like they called me at like 10:30 at night. Like I got the call from the nursing home. I'm like I knew what it was, and then I called the funeral place and all that. Yeah, I mean, so I mean, like the overall the last 2 months haven't been like great for like I haven't been taking care of myself good overall, but like the last 2 weeks has been real bad. Like I fucking like just taking the trash out and dealing with shit. Like I've just a lot of shit's gotten out of hand, and then of course I got to go through all their stuff and everything, and then I got to figure out what's next. So it's been, you know, like, and everybody's got troubles, but like, I don't know, it's been pretty fucking rough on me the last 2 years have been bad, but like, the last like fucking the last 2 months have been horrible. And I mean, it made it even worse because I thought we were going to get this shit finished, at least the first thing. So that way I would have a little bit of chunk of money where I didn't have to worry. And then, the other thing could come. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. I'm not like I said, it was like when she died, I cried, but like it wasn't as bad. The worst was when like the nurse pulled me aside and was telling me how bad it was because like over the weekend she got really sick and then she stopped eating for like 2 weeks. Like and they put her on IV, they ran some tests, but like there wasn't anything they could figure out, and she was so weak they couldn't really do nothing. Yeah, I mean, because it wasn't like a fast death either. Like it's got its plus. I mean, nothing. Death doesn't have its pluses really, but like, I mean, we at least kind of got to talk somewhat and everything before. But she was like the last few days she wasn't able to talk. Um, but like, I wish it would have been like a heart attack or something, and she could have just died and like been quick. But like, she had to go for like those last 2 weeks were bad. Hopefully they gave her enough pain medicine where she wasn't in that much pain. Well, what is the job unless you don't want to say? I just keep telling myself, I'm like, I'm just tired of bad shit happening. Like, I don't need, like, well, I mean, it'd be great to have something good happen, but I'm like, I would be content if I just had not anything else bad happen. And then, of course, I say that shit, mama gets sick. Then I say that shit again, because, like she had, like, like, at first there was improvement and all that shit. And, then, of course, that Monday she tells me that she can't go on, and then of course she passes, and so it's like, fuck, can I get something? It's like shit. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna kill myself. But then I'm like, fuck, I've done gone through all this shit now. Like, I might, like, I want to see a light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe there will be something good for a little while. So then I'm like, fuck, I've gone through all this shit, then kill myself. I should have killed myself 2 years ago. Huh. It's hard for me to imagine you doing that. Are you like a salesperson or you just like the register? I mean, I don't know. Like maybe I got like a bad impression of you through the internet versus how you would be in real life or whatever. Oh, I thought about killing myself a lot. Because now, like, I mean, one thing kept me from wanting to kill, well, not wanting to, like from not actually killing myself was like I got mama to worry about. Well, now I don't have mama to worry about, so. But now I'm like, fuck, if I kill myself, like, these motherfuckers ain't ever gonna pay. I don't know how that works. I guess I could like come up with something where like a beneficiary or something to the shit. I don't even know. Because I'd be really pissed if like I didn't get shit money. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'll just get like all this money and then I'm just gonna get like all drugged out and just have an overdose like a rock star and say fuck it. I don't know. I guess I just think it would be hard for you if you had like a shitty customer or having to deal with the complaints. You like it overall, or is it it is what it is? Are you living by yourself, or you with one of your like mates, as y'all call it over there? That's good. Sometimes I miss working, like because then like I'm not around people at all, but then I also don't like people, but then I do. I don't know. I'm weird like that. So I guess I just miss like the people I did like, or like just being able to joke around and stuff. So well, that sounds good for you. At least you got something positive going on. Yeah, I mean, I would have hard pressed to live with anybody. Like, it had to be somebody I really trusted, just because, like, what are you gonna do if they don't pay the rent or some shit comes up? You don't talk, or y'all like fighting or something? Mm, I believe that, but and then some days I feel a little bit better than others, and then some days then like I think about all the shit and I either get mad or sad or all three. I took a shower today because I know I got to go pick Mama's ashes up tomorrow. But it ain't like I be showering all the time. Just saying. It's just hard sometimes. It's just hard sometimes just doing the basic shit. I'm like, fuck it. I don't feel like it. I mean, I got my one friend, but sometimes she pisses me off when we talk. But then my other friend is a really good friend. She's got, and sometimes like I don't know, like this week or so, she texts me, it's like I can't talk to anybody for this whole week, and I'm like, okay. And then in my head, I'm like, did I say something? Like, so then I'm like, fuck. I'm like, but then I'm like, that's who she is, so I got to deal with it. It's just kind of hard for me around here because it's like all like I thought about trying to find some support group. My friend even said I should like just for my injuries and shit because that stuff's depressing too. But like then this, but the problem around here, everybody's like, oh, pray God and all that shit, and I don't really none of that makes me feel any better, right? Um, it just made me mad. Like this lady was trying to be nice in the nursing home, when I was talking, we were talking about that, and I was talking about my car wreck, and then she's like, "Well, God just doesn't give you more than you can handle." I'm like, "Well, fuck God then," because I'm like, I can handle a lot, but that don't mean like you could probably chop off all my legs and arms, and I could probably handle it. That doesn't mean that's what you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, fuck. Yeah, my cousin's been trying to check on me and stuff, but and I love my cousin and everything. We grew up together. She's kind of like an older sister more than a cousin, but like sometimes she like me and her are on like different pages, like crazy shit sometimes, and she's got her own troubles going on. So well, I guess a lot of it's also I'm like I like being alone, but like then sometimes I don't, but then I'm like physically sometimes I'm getting like some of it's probably in my head, but like a lot of it's like legitimate. Like so I'm like going out and doing stuff is like hard because it's like fuck, it's not easy. I was trying to look because like I gotta get rid of a lot of mama's stuff, but there's some stuff I'm gonna keep. So I'm trying to figure out what to keep and what to get rid of. But I just haven't had the energy physically or mentally to deal with it yet. I looked some stuff up. Like she's got all these like figurines of cats and stuff I bought her over the years. But there's so many of them. There's no way I'm gonna keep all of them. She's got a lot of Betty Boop stuff. She like that. And I was starting to look. I was like, maybe I can sell it. Like, you know. God damn. I'm not. I don't. I don't think I was ever like too anxiety ridden myself. But like with all the mama stuff and all that shit and worrying about the cases and money and my own fucking bullshit. It's gotten way worse than it used to be. I used to get like I don't mean to come off arrogant, but like I can usually get over stuff. Like some things are harder than others, obviously. But like my problem is like the reason I can't get over any of this shit is because well, first of all, like my injuries are going to be permanent, right? Um, so like that's always going to be something there. But like I can't get over shit because it's still go ongoing. So at least now with mama passing away and all that, like I think I can get past it like relatively okay, as okay as anybody. I'm not trying to be a cold-hearted fuck. Uh, but like now that it was way worse when like she was in there, you know. And then like if I could get like one of the cases settled and some money and then figure out what to do with my life, like then I think it would be and then I think I could get past some of the other shit. I mean, that's just like, and then that's not even, and that's just my own shit. That's not even shit else going on outside the world. Like, all the other fucked up shit going on. I'm just kind of like, I can't even think about that stuff right now. Well, I talked to my lawyer and they never got back to me again after everything. I'm like, y'all got to get this shit done. Like, I told them that shit. I even told them, I was like, my mom's in the fucking nursing home dying right now. Like, I don't really feel like dealing with all this shit. Yeah, I mean, like, I try to think, like, positive, like, stuff, like, semi realistic. Like, what I want to do, I'd like to get this money and, like, get everything taken care of. And I thought about taking, like, a trip or something, like, like Hawaii or somewhere. I don't know. I probably wouldn't go to Hawaii because I gotta get on an airplane. That probably ain't gonna happen. But like all that kind of stuff, just doing something nice for myself after all this shit gets figured out. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Mhm. Excuse me. Oh, fuck. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna do later in the world, but everything's just kind of jacked up right now. One thing I'll say that's better about like going living in Europe or that like to go someplace kind of cool for y'all isn't that far, you know. I need to cut my hair. I need to shave. I got a damn fucking neck beard going on. Like, I am like a lonely internet loser and every damn thing, but like, I'm not like an incel neck beard. Well, I think I might just be everywhere. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't want to live in that shit ass place, but like if you wanted to go visit somewhere, it's easier. I couldn't stand to live over there. All their foreign languages and shit. Fuck that. They don't speak American, it ain't worth going, you know? I'm just saying, like, if you want to go to Spain or somewhere, or I heard Portugal's not that expensive and it can be kind of nice. It's probably not that far a trip. Yeah, yeah, I missed out on talking about a lot of that stuff too because I just wasn't in the mood. The whole end of Wano kind of came out of nowhere. And then, like I wonder what's going to happen. Are we going to see what happens with Green Bull, like in Wano, or I was expecting Zanisha to like destroy all the ships. That was like my theory. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know, but sometimes he'll do like a skip. Like, we still don't know what happened really at all the Reverie shit, you know? So, like, is he gonna go back to that? Like, I would imagine there's gonna be like some around the world kind of shit, like everybody's seeing the bounties and the new Yonko and whatever. And I know a lot of people like Buggy and shit, but I'm like, why is Buggy gonna be a Yonko? But whatever. And it was weird that Kid and Law and Luffy all have the same bounty at the same. I hope Zoro gets a big bump. I hate that Sanji. I think Sanji's is higher than his right now. Did it tell Buggy's bounty? I can't remember. I don't think it did it? But I mean, his has got to be up there, right? If they made him a Yonko, it's got to be at least 2 billion plus, right? Like I read this stuff, but I haven't. It's been a minute, so I don't remember exactly. Um, I mean, like they got that movie coming out, and Shanks has a daughter, and Luffy knew her. I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's kind of out of nowhere. But I guess Oda's already established Luffy's kind of like that. Like it'll be like, oh, well, Garb's your granddad all these times before you know, or just like shit. Luffy's so stupid he wouldn't have known to mention like Ace is Roger's son, and just like things that normal people would say. Excuse me. I mean, I'm just saying, like, Oda, like, how long is this final arc and shit gonna be? Because, or saga, or whatever you want to call it. Fucking Wano was like 4 years in real world. I think over 100 and something, like 120 something chapters, give or take. I mean, the last time Oda took a break was the between when he did the time skip. So you think he's gonna do another time skip, or you think that would piss people off if Oda did a time skip now? Yeah, I kind of agree with the whole Kaido thing and the whole volcanoes. And he's like, fuck, I could come up with some way to keep them out of shit. Are they dead, not dead? Are they buried? What's the deal? And I kind of get like, they did pretty much dismantle Kaido's crew, but Big Mom's crew's not really dismantled. You know what I'm saying? You still got like Katakuri is still back in whatever and everything. I mean, I guess it's just kind of the same, kind of the same thing happened with White after Whitebeard died. Everybody was kind of like, eh. Yeah, but that's like my least favorite arc ever. I hated the whole Fullbringer bullshit and what was his name, Yawak or whatever his name, ever how you say it. I didn't really care for that at all. Kind of all came out of nowhere. That's one anime manga that went like I think Naruto kind of went past its parts at points. Especially the anime, 'cause there's so much filler. But like the manga, but Bleach went way past its expiration date. You know, I think it was just so popular, and he was gonna beat Aizen, so then he had to come up with like something else after Aizen, and then after all that, just everything else seemed kind of bleh. That's one thing that kind of helps Oda in One Piece is like, yeah, he's added in some new shit out of nowhere, like Eam and stuff like that. But like he's always kind of foreshadowed a lot of these big time players, Blackbeard, the admirals, the whole world government, the Gurusai, So like it's not like and Naruto was even worse. Like we kind of got some of it, but then it turned out it had nothing to do with Madara, and then you had that Katsu, whatever her damn name is, the alien one, and that was out of like nowhere, and I was like, what the fuck? And then she's so powerful, but they beat her in like 10 chapters. But it took them like 10 years to beat, Madara and them. I thought the anime, in the anime, the fights are really good. The manga, not so much. Like Kubo could draw like some kind of cool panels, but then he'd have like a panel and it would just be all black, and then just like a giant Getsuga Tensho or whatever. I would imagine they're going to do it well, at least, right? Like, because it's finished. They don't have to put in any kind of filler. Like, they're bringing it back, so I think they would, like, do good animation. Like, I never would have. I think that's what got Bleach over. Like, if you just looked at, like, coolness, like, and stuff like that, like, I think Bleach was better than One Piece and Naruto when it comes to that, like, the fighting. I think some of the like ninja, like the fourth Ninja War kind of shit was cool. Like when Guy went crazy and was fighting Madara, and some of that. I think a lot of the problem with Bleach is a lot of the side characters. They all kind of went down to being like nobodies towards the end. Like you didn't really give that much about Urahime and Chad and what's his face. I mean, I might give it a watch when it comes back. Even Sakura was kind of left out in Naruto. Like I think she became like I think to me the best like offside character that weren't in like the main three like that were the kids. I always liked Shikamaru. I thought he was really good, and I think he had the best kind of come up of any of them. Yeah, it's super fucking hot here right now. It's like 100 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. And I'll be honest, I think like his out of everybody's like romance, I think his with the I can't think of her damn name, but the girl from the Sand Village, Gar's sister. Like I think theirs was like the most real life kind of like romance, you know. Naruto and what's her damn name? That kind of came out of like really, and then of course Sakura and fucking Sasuke. I'm like, really? Didn't Sasuke like try to kill you more than one time? Like, come on. And then poor Tenten. I think she's just like all alone. I think Choji even had a wife or something or got one. Um, I wonder if they're gonna like do like a Naruto. Remember when they did like a Dragon Ball where they took take out all the filler or something? I mean, official release, not like the Team Four Star shit, but like I wonder if like 10 years from now they're gonna do that with like Naruto. I'll tell you what, like everybody's super hyped. Well, not maybe not everybody, but a lot of people are like, apparently Hunter x Hunter is supposed to be coming back. But to me, I'm like, I can't even remember what was going on at the end of Hunter x Hunter. I think they were all trying to go to the Dark Continent or some shit. Gone is out of it. It's basically just Kurapika and like that, all that like political shit. And I'm like, I kind of just was like, I couldn't pay no attention to it. Hey, Robert. Yeah, she definitely had one of those kind of fucked up relationships. And then Hinata was also weird because of the whole Naruto thing, but like, I mean, I think it's kind of, it's a lot better than Naruto ending up with Sakura. I think that was almost worse than her ending up with Sasuke if she would have ended up with Naruto. Because at least Hinata like really liked Naruto and like he kind of saw that she supported him and like he just was dumb and didn't see it a long time, which a lot of young boys wouldn't have seen anyway. So, but she was kind of dumb too. So I don't know. I mean, Otis says he doesn't do any romance. I don't know if by the end of that there's going to be people ending up with people or not. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Sakura was kind of almost like a an incel girl. I don't even know what they call them. She was definitely weak though. Yeah. Robert, I don't know if you was in here earlier or anything, but or if you're even still in here. I told I hate your username. Some like I hate just saying it. BMP. I told him what happened. Like while I've been gone for like 2 months, my mom died like 2 weeks ago almost now. But she was got really sick, and she was in the hospital, and I had to put her in a nursing home, and that's why I've been gone. So like, seems like Jersey's life's come up in the last 2 months. Mine's gone worse. Who would have guessed mine would be worse 2 years later after almost dying in a car wreck? Pretty shit, right? I almost think I don't believe this, but sometimes I'll be thinking like I appreciate it, Robert. I think like maybe God does, maybe there is a God and he does hate me. He's like, fuck this atheist piece of shit. I'm gonna ruin his entire life. He's a spiteful motherfucker if it's true, I'll tell you that. You remember, well, let me see. Oh shit, I was looking at the wrong arrow.
Whatever, but
Oh,
I've been in a super bad.
Can you hear that shit?
Hey, I don't know if this will work or whatever, but I'm posting this YouTube video because I've been in a super bad car accident and I can only really move one arm right now, and I'm gonna have a bunch of rehab, and it's gonna be a few months before I can do anything. A friend of mine set up a GoFundMe for me, so I figure I'd throw out as many places as I could because I'll need the money once I get back on my feet because I won't be able to work for a while and medical bills and all that jazz. So if anybody's interested and everything like that, I can't really do many responses to anybody just because I just don't have don't have anything to say. Not anything life threatening right now. It's just gonna be a hard road back to walking. Not paralyzed, just a lot of broken bones and damage like that. So yeah, I'll probably put in the link to the
Well, it turns out my foot's kind of paralyzed, so a little bit paralyzed.
GoFundMe on this, assuming I get this uploaded. Although I've got this little tablet to do this on right now. All right, thanks guys, and you know, hopefully I'll get better well soon and all that jazz. Bye.
Yeah, this lady I worked with is the one. She's the one that did that. I wanted to do something nice for her, but I was waiting to get like my money, and I was gonna get her like a gift card or something, like and everything. And I didn't think, oh, it's gonna take fucking 2 years. So now I feel like ungrateful to her 'cause she's the one that set all of it up and got it done and promoted it. A lot of people from the company I work for donated, and like the president or owner of it donated like 5 grand and stuff like that. But like, and then it's just been hard to even think about. Like, it's like I don't. This seems kind of horrible, but it's also been hard to think about other people because like of all my own shit I've been dealing with, you know. Okay. I don't know if anybody's still watching this. The last time I made a video is I let everybody know that I was in. The thing is, I don't remember in a little bit. I'm doing X-rays first. Kind of from my elbow up, like far up on my forearm, I got a scar where they had to put that in there, and that sucks. And yeah, that was no fun. So I broke my left arm bad enough that they had to put that steel pin rod thing in there. All right, this one here, and I edited these, and I don't know how good they look. So I kind of circled the stuff, and I kind of blacked out because it had like accounts and codes and like doctors' names. So that's what I edited. Some of you might be able to see it. It might say Roy on there or whatever. What I'm looking at, it's not that big, so I can't tell if I blacked. I think I might have blacked that all out. But that's my right foot, and you can see like there's different views. And then the one you can see from the best is if you look down straight on, there's all these like pins that are in my right foot, ankle. That's the problem. I don't know what community to join. But like I said, I think a lot of people would be religious about shit like this. And I don't want to sit there and hear people talking about praying and God and all that. It's got some special name. Because guess what? Guess what? I can guarantee you some people have fucking prayed for me in the last 2 fucking years. And it's not like it, I mean, it's not like it did anything more than would have been without any prayer. You know? But yeah, so that was broke. I got scars on both sides of my ankle where they had to put the pins in. And then next is, oh, this is the worst thing that happened. That is my hip. And I think I have 2 of these. So that's my hip. I wonder if my dick, you can see my dick in this x-ray. I might get banned. Right? And this has like plates and like things, because my hip was broken, like shattered. Like my leg bone on my left hip. See, the foot, that was the right foot, right? That looks pretty fucking bad, don't you think? Like, and then like when I went in for like goddamn one of my follow-up visits, and the dude comes in and he's all like, yeah, everything looks like it's healed up pretty good. You can't even tell there's been any breaks. I'm like, what about all the fucking steel rods and pins and shit in my body? That's pretty fucking indicative of a fucking break, you know? I just realized, you know, in that video from the hospital bed, I think at that point I was 100, I think I was naked. Because for the longest time, I didn't even have like a hospital gown on. Because I was like shitting on myself and stuff. And then also you didn't get to see my, I might have made a Facebook video with it. I wonder if I can find that. Where I had like tubes and shit up my nose because they had to suck, because I had a complication from like the wreck or the surgery or both or all of it, and my intestines swole up like super big, and like they had to suck shit out of my nose for like a fucking 6 days straight. I couldn't drink or eat. I don't know if I made a video. I made some videos on Facebook during the time.
Alright, I thought I'd make a little update video. So basically because there's nothing I can do and I'm tired of watching stupid shows on TV. So the injuries that I sustained, I have shattered my left hip joint. They had to replace it with like a metal plate, and it caused nerve damage. There's a big nerve that runs down that leg, and so now I can't feel my left foot or move it at all right now. It's not like a permanent thing.
Well, as I thought, but I mean, it's gotten better than it was, but it's still pretty fucked. Especially on my foot and toes. I can't move my toes at all. And I gotta wear that brace thing.
The doctor told me, but it might take some time to heal up. Then on my right ankle, they had to put some pins and stuff in it because it was shattered. There was something with my right knee, but I think that was superficial. And then my left arm is in a sling or cast or whatever you want to call it. Also, I don't know if you can see, I got like my left orbital socket was damaged, but that seems like it's not a major issue.
That's what I thought until I woke up with a fucking detached retina.
And then, I don't know if I can hold it.
Oh, there's my nipple.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, that was pretty fucked. Nobody, I think, ever saw that. Like, that's the stitches from the damn... I look like a porcupine. Like, with the stitches that was in this where they had to cut me up. Like, now it's just like, there's a scar. I don't know if it show up on there. I don't feel like fucking with it.
They had to put a pin or a rod or something in my arm here. But luckily...
So, like, that's healed up a lot compared... At least on the outside. It still hurts now. Like, if I hold stuff for too long...
I can still use this arm. It's not...
That's one thing I'm grateful, quote unquote. Like I can use my hands and arms. They hurt sometimes, but like they're not damaged like my leg at least, and foot.
Only arm. It's the only extremity that I can use right now. Like I can't walk. I don't know when I'll be able to walk. And I can use this hand a little bit to hold stuff, but I can't really do anything about it. I'm not in like too much pain. I'm just kind of sore from laying in this stupid bed. Um, I can't get any sleep in this hospital.
Yeah, that shit was horrible.
Even when they give me some pills to help sleeping, I still I don't know how many hours a day I'm sleeping. I've been dozing here and there. I would say, adding it all up, I'm sure I'm not even sleeping 4 hours. Sometimes
Feel free to tell me something crazy.
I feel more tired than I do, but other than that, I'm not on like a deathbed, but I'm definitely in a lot of suffering and stuff like that. So, just if you want to well wish me or whatever you want to do, that's cool. It's supposed to be, I'm still in the hospital right now. They're working on moving me to a rehabilitation center, but it has to get approved, and I don't know when that's going to happen. So, right now I'm stuck where I am, and I'll be stuck there, and I'll just be stuck, which sucks. Being stuck sucks. Alright, I think that's about it. I'm trying to be positive as I can about all this because guess what? At the end of the day, I don't have no choice. I'm not going to die now, so I just got to get better. And a lot of this getting better is just they've done what they can. It's just got to heal. So, yeah, but I mean, there's just a lot of issues going on right now. Alright, talk to y'all later. Bye.
Yeah, like I couldn't imagine. Like it seems like it'd be fucking horrible. I mean, I have like my eyesight's not as good because of the damage, but like, I mean, and for like I don't know, like over 2 months, I really couldn't see out of one eye. Even after they reattached the retina, I had the cataracts. I couldn't see, so that was annoying. I couldn't imagine. I mean, I just know like I hear like I don't know, like I'm not saying it's like easily adaptable, but I think if you have like some training and you do the thing, you kind of adjust to it from what I heard. Like my shit's kind of hard to adjust to because it's like it's still painful. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I'm not trying to compare myself to a blind person, but
I just wanted to update. They moved me. I'm out of Vanderbilt Hospital now. I'm in a rehab facility
oh, this is when I was in the nursing home.
place. So, and I know they can't have. I'm pretty sure they're not allowing visitors here right now because of the whole COVID thing at all. So, I'm just gonna see how this goes. I've been here since like I don't know, like 4 o'clock or something today, and it's like 8:30. I just finally.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like I hear a lot of people like, oh, crippled. Like at the end of the day, they care a little bit, and maybe they even care more over there than they do here. But like, yeah, you're always going to be at a big disadvantage.
Finally was able to get the Wi-Fi working on my tablet so I could do this video. It's just easier for me to make a little video than it is to type out stuff because I only really got the one good arm. This right arm's not working, and that's my go-to arm. I'm feeling alright. I mean, I'm trying to be in as high spirits as I can. It's still just going to take time. I tried to use that caring site. I was going to update on that, but my arm was hurting, so it was easier just to put a video up on Facebook. Thanks everybody for well wishes and all that kind of stuff. And if you want to donate to the GoFundMe, go ahead and do that. I'll probably need that money to make up for lost wages whenever I get out of here, honestly. Just a small little update. I was able to do some physical therapy today, so that was nice. I did something that helped me out feeling more like a human again. I was able to kind of move off the bed with some help.
Yeah, tomorrow's probably be a rough day for me because, like I said, I'm going to go get my mom's ashes tomorrow. All right, man. Glad you're, got some shit going on in your life and all that stuff, man. That's cool. Take it easy.
help, so that was nice. Can't do much anything else right now because I'm still stuck. Alright, thanks y'all for, your well wishes and everything like that. Hey, I tried to make this video, but I guess when I went to post it, I guess I hit the wrong button and I didn't post, so I hit like redo it. So I'll do it again, maybe quicker this time. Well, they got me up in the wheelchair instead of being in the bed, so they said that's good. I'm trying to show you the bed. It's hard to see. I got some motion in this leg is where I had the surgery in the ankle. I don't know how well you can see, but that seems like it's healing up pretty well. This leg over here with the blue cast boot thing, the foot is just dead from nerve damage right now. They say it might heal up, but it might take a while. It's the most annoying thing. It's got like pain and stuff in it and everything that they can't really do much about because it's nerve pain. Hey, sorry. I get real tired from moving for the bed and sitting up, but they said that's normal, and I just have to build up tolerance to it and get stronger that way. Because I'm so limited on what, damn, my ears myself, but yeah, I just gotta stay positive and keep working on what I can work on until I can do more. And then, just let me know whatever's going on with y'all. I gotta spend next week in here, which my birthday's next week, so fun for me. Alright, I'm just making a little update video again. I was hoping to be home by now, but it's not how it works. I have 100% weight bearing in my legs, so that means they'll let me walk and stuff, but it's not so easy to get up and just walk when you haven't done it in like 3 months or so. I learned that the hard way because I tried to, I'm like, I got this shit. No, I didn't have it. So I ended up staying and I had to make the harsh decision. Trust me, it was hard because I so want to get out of here. And I think almost anybody would in this situation and get home for many reasons. Just to be home. But food, oh my God. And yeah, but one thing is I've been getting better every day with my walking. I have to use apparatuses or apparati, like this paralysis, and it doesn't work right. It just does this. At home and not be able to get up at least. I'm not saying I'm gonna be walking marathons or walking a lot, but just to be able to get up and go to the bathroom and just basic shit that I need to do at the house. I just got to be ready for that. Yeah, but it's been rough, and then like stuck here with all these people. Right now you can't hear it, but and this isn't a judgment on them. I feel sorry for them, but like some of the people here, they're older people. They don't have it all together anymore. That's partly why they're here. So it's just like it can be like kind of crazy sometimes. And there's one lady who she just makes noises, but she kind of understands her, but she doesn't talk. She just goes deep 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 deep. Yeah, I mean, I kind of was doing like some videos here and there. These are all like videos I posted on Facebook, like just to let people know because it was hard. I couldn't really type shit out. It was easier to make the videos. I think I got one more. I'll show. It's like one of the first time. It's like I stood up. And then there's one poor old lady. She has this baby doll, and all she does is sing to it, rolls up and down the hallway. And then my roommate, he's just out of it, and he'll just randomly say words. So it's like, like I said, it's annoying. I mean, I can't say anything else about it. I feel bad for him, but it's like. Plus, if a lot of you know me. Like, I don't like being around a bunch of fucking people, period. People I know or like. So strange strangers is even worse. So, yeah. So hopefully I'll get out of here soonish. Even with the apparatus. Yeah. So it's really annoying hat because my hair is just stuff. One thing I don't think I mentioned in any of the videos and stuff, I had like. Other than that, I had like. On going. I don't know if they ever told me how many. I had a bunch of like broken ribs, man.
And that shit sucked because it was hard. Yeah, well, I mean, this eye here, that's the one I had the detached retina in. So they fixed that, and then fixing that, like you get a cataract is going to happen. So how they fix a cataract is they take your original lens from your eye, and they like disintegrate it and suck it out, and then they put like a new fake lens. So on the right one, I can see out of it, pretty okay, like from far away. I can't see anything up close though. Um, yeah, and then like if I'm coughing or like just trying to roll over, that was like it took like a month and a half before that was like not painful. And so on my left eye, I have a contact now because if I tried to wear glasses with the difference in the eyesight, it was horrible. But like, but like the contact makes it like 90% better. But I really need to get this eye done, so they're both exactly the same. And then I think overall my vision will be 100% better. I just really haven't wanted to do any more like surgery, and like the cataract surgery is easy. It's easy as fuck. Like it took 5 minutes, and like they had to tell me to stop talking because I was just talking during the middle of it. But like, but I just tired like because it's not necessarily the procedure. It's like all the shit after, and you got to do all these eye drops. You have to get up at like 4 in the morning and go, and then go back in, and then like they do all this other shit. But like eventually I'm gonna have to get this other eye done. But like I've just been trying to get. I just wish I could get to a point where things are like normalish. So like I'm still fucked. I'm still fucked on the like all the lawsuits, and like obviously my mom just dying. Like all that shit is like I just any little thing that I don't have to do right now. Um, trying to avoid it. I'm also going to have a procedure done on this eye because when I went to the eye doctor the other week, it can develop a film on the cataract replacement, and they say like they laser it off. It takes like 30 seconds. I don't know what other, like if that would be like a big long drawn out thing, but I might have to get that done too eventually. Excuse me. I think this is one of my last videos in the nursing home where I stand up. That was me standing up. It's nah. And it's like, see, look. It's not easy though. And this is my knee. Looks a lot better now, but I had to do surgery on that. And then I got this scar on my like wrist. And it's gotten a lot better, but it's still there. And then this is my foot. This is where they did the surgery on my hip. It's how big the fucking And that's my arm. This is some of the shitty ass food they gave me in the hospital. I mean, in the nursing home. That was a salad. All it is lettuce. That was terrible. Look at that. That was like dog food. This chicken wasn't that bad from what I remember. These hamburgers were kind of not that great either. That was actually fairly good, but not the potatoes. That was garbage. Then that. And that. Those were shit. That wasn't too bad. That was like, ugh. And then this is what was after my retinal eye surgery. The hospital food, like, you think hospital food's bad? Hospital food had nothing on the nursing home food. The nursing home food was twice as bad as hospital food. And then I think this was after I had my cataract surgery. That's my senior prom. That's me in high school. This me being cool at some point in 2009. That was one of the women I was in love with in college. It's me being cool at my friend's house. Well, this picture, I don't know when it's from. This might be like from like 2000 and something. Like earlier, like it got put on Facebook in 2009, but the picture is from like, it's like this picture of me. Like this was like, can I zoom in? Is there like a zoom? This picture was in like high school. So this is in like 98, 99 or something. I had my see-through pants. I was stylish back then. I had my Rockets jacket. Here's me eating some Rice Krispies treats. That's me, and then that's the girl I was in love with. That's me being cool. There's a Christmas tree. I don't know what happened to my toe there. That's me at work back a long time ago. I was a junior in high school. This girl right here, this girl, she broke my heart more than any woman has ever broke my heart. Like 17,000 times. There's me dressed up for Halloween. I was a dead server. There's me being cool. I found these glasses outside on the floor. That's me when I got stoned by a wasp. That's me outside in the cold. That's me on the ground. I think I was drunk here. Why'd I put these pictures up like twice? That's just me being handsome. That's me giving up on life. That was my prosthesis thing. That's me passed out on the floor. That's me at some New Year's thing. I think it's work. Or maybe it was New Year's Eve. See, I'm not lying about being tall either. Like, you see, I'm always pretty much taller than everybody. Here's me being a pimp. No, well, I mean, I played basketball, but I never played like any kind of like outside of like in gym or what. I don't know what they call it over there. We call it PE over here, physical education, or just playing around for fun. You ever eat some of this spotted dick over there? That's me playing Dance Dance Revolution. My friend, she's only like 4'10" or something. There's me hanging out with the girls. Me being gangster. Giving out free piggyback rides. Me being good. Me being like a badass. Never tried what? Piggyback rides? Or bowling? Or getting drunk? There's me at a wedding. These guys are pretty tall. He's not quite as tall. Like I'm kind of leaning, so I think I'm like an inch or so, maybe two taller than him. He's a pretty big dude. He's like 6 foot something. But like, let's see, yeah, I'm a little taller than him. He's the one that got married. I was the best man. There's me just chilling at the wedding or the rehearsal. This is me and my friend that's 4'10". That's me on my knees next to her. Other than my high school reunion.
I don't remember. I don't know who that is. Oh, yes, I didn't go to Meg's. It's been thrown in my face for 4 years in high school, and now 10 years later. Thanks. I don't remember. I don't know.
That's my high school for my 10-year reunion.
Who that is. What? There's a banshee. We thought y'all got kidnapped by zombies because we were
I was trying to
deciding
get a job.
a job. But moving, you're gonna move Hume Fog, the whole school, right?
Coach Hubbard has a house and he's moved.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Small world.
Somebody's got to have moving something or another.
Exactly.
Did you see the model of the school? I could probably move
Yeah,
that.
it's gingerbread.
I know.
Eat it.
I bet you would. You're still hungry because we didn't have any sausage and biscuits.
Sounds like.
What? There's a banshee. We thought y'all got. See, I wasn't doing nothing illegal.
That's true.
So, I mean, I'm not the worst person here. Say it.
Roy's not the worst person here.
Thank you. I'm gonna use that footage. See, I wasn't doing nothing illegal.
Hey, look at that. That's proof. That's some actually good. I watched a bunch of like shit memories. These are some decent memories.
Hello everyone. I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas in this video that's like a Merry Christmas and or something, you know, because I can do that sort of thing because it's magical, has a great time, and yeah,
I don't know what the
don't be offended.
I don't know
Just
what the
be-
fuck I was doing there. What's this? I don't know what the fuck I was doing. That's me when I got my let's see what's in here. Mobile uploads. Yeah, maybe I'll do some more videos and stuff when One Piece comes back and just getting a little bit more emotionally settled.
All right, Facebook people.
Wait, I'm doing the wing. Yeah, which side am I on there? I'm on the side. Yeah, I know. Look, I didn't even get a letter.
I'm sure it probably wouldn't taste too good. I bet it's stale and.
That's still pretty awesome.
No, it's cool. We never did anything like. At least I didn't. I guess I'm not artsy though. I guess I never had initiative, so I didn't care.
Is it like missing window, like broken out windows or something?
That would probably fit in with the school.
Yeah. Fitting.
I'm sure it probably wouldn't taste too good. I bet it's stale and.
Okay, well let's get us some, we're gonna play some World of Warcraft today. It's the best
I'm a creeper. I'm creepier than you think. If you don't ignore me, I'll buy you a diamond ring. But if you don't love me, baby, I'm gonna stab myself in the leg. 'Cause I'm a creeper. Creeping on girls on the internet. Creeping on girls everywhere I get. I'm a creeper, creeping on the internet.
Hey, Jack.
Oh my god, that's not going to be watched.
Jacqueline, you know I'm
Some of the life lessons of my miserable life. Alright, that seems like that was everybody that was going to come.